What's up, guys, and welcome to another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. And in this one I'll be talking about United's latest match against Liverpool, which was the final of the International Champions Cup, where United triumphed 3-1. And I thought, over the whole match, I don't think that's a fair reflection on the match, but in the second half United did shade it, and in the end a confident boost in winning once again, and Louis van Gaal has had a very good start to his United career, obviously, and hopefully we can carry this confidence and this form into the new season. So I think the team, first of all, was probably the strongest he could have picked. There's basically the same team as starting the Madrid game. De Gea, Evans, Smalling, Jones, Valencia, Herrera, Fletcher, Young, Mata, Rooney and Hernandez. Obviously Welbeck had the injury from the last game, so Chicharito had to come in for him, but that brings a different type dynamic to the team, because Danny Welbeck, obviously a better all-round player, but with Chicharito, he's more of a poacher type, where any chance he usually puts away, and that's like the first big chance of the game. A couple of minutes in, Chicharito wasn't himself, didn't finish the chance off, but overall I thought in the first half we were a bit rusty. I think it's a combination of tiredness also from the game before, and also just the general travelling that we have been putting during the mileage. So overall I think it's just a bit of tiredness. I mean, Johnny Evans looked a bit off colour, a bit poor passing, which usually he's very calm in possession, very calming influence in that back line. So I think it was just a combination of things that didn't click in this first half. But you also have to give a lot of credit to Liverpool. They closed down the United midfield and pressed really, really high. So United was a bit stunted by that, and in the second half I thought we played a lot better, because we just had a bit more control and a bit more precise passing. And Liverpool, with this high pressing, you can't obviously do it for the whole 90. So at times they had to drop off, and United had to be patient, hang on in there at times in order to, have a chance to even compete within the game, because Liverpool, to be fair, looked really, really sharp, looked dangerous. Raheem Sterling, obviously, a big threat with his pace and skill. So definitely the biggest threat that we had all game was from Raheem Sterling. Their goal, resulted with Sterling heavily involved. Obviously getting a penalty from Phil Jones, who had a bit of a problem with Sterling in the first half, especially. I think the pace and the trickery obviously is a massive weapon for any defender to face. Jones, for the penalty, he claimed he got a touch of the we did, but it was a silly lunge for it, because Sterling, yes, he was in the box, but he wasn't about to get a direct shot on target, because he was a bit wider of the goal. So Jones need to kind of assess this situation more, and kind of see and stay on his feet a lot more, and improve on that aspect. But I think he'll definitely learn from the experience, and hopefully he can start to fulfill his potential. But like I said, the first half was very sloppy. Another injury of note was that Antonio Valencia had to go off for Luke Shaw, who I thought improved with his fitness once again, and he looking a lot like the player that we bought from last season. And obviously with this new role, he has starting to show that extra fitness has done him a world of good. Moving on to the second half, we had a better side of it in the second half, really. A bit better clinical passing, and the first goal from Rooney was a good build up. Chicharito, a great ball across, Rooney left foot finish across the goal. So textbook finish from a good striker. But Rooney got the captain's armband for the first time last night, and looked delighted at that goal, and he's obviously a serious contender for the permanent place. But his performance last night hasn't done himself any harm in order to catch Louis van Gaal's eyes, and potentially making him a permanent captain. The second one was a bit of a lucky goal, obviously deflected off Sacco. Luke Shaw with a good cutback to Mata, and whose deflected shot deceived Mignolet. The third goal was, of real quality. Obviously, Ashley Young doing really, really well as well. Cut back, Shinji Kagawa miscontrolled, and Lingard, half volley, great goal. Lingard, very technical player, so hopefully he'll get a decent amount of games this season without going in loan, because he has all the abilities, just whether his physical kind of like nature will stand up in the Premier League. But he can obviously play the game very technical, like I said, very similar to Mata and Kagawa. So there's no reason that he can't, able to get a place within cup games or whatever else. So great goal, 3-1. I think it was a bit of a unfair scoreline, like I said at the beginning, because Liverpool have played really, really well. Jordan Ibe for them, as well as Raheem Sterling, both massive threats. So they're going to be definitely up there. But I think the loss of Luis Suarez will have a massive influence on their season, this one. But obviously, going back to United side of things, I think we've done really well this tour, 5 out of 5. You can't ask much more than that. A new system. I think last night was the first time where you saw a bit of a weakness in the side, but I think playing 2 games in 2 days technically is going to be a hard push. Obviously Liverpool had the same schedule, but United didn't rotate a lot of players, so fatigue has to be taken into account. But overall, confident boost in pre-season tour. Louis van Gaal obviously stated that he has made his decision on who he wants to get rid of from the current squad. So the likes of Nani and Anderson will be most alarmed by that, because Nani didn't make a lot of his chance. So I think for their sake they should move on in order to revive their career. But United, I think, again, confident boost in pre-season tour win. Hopefully we can kick on, get a good win of Valencia, the final boosting stage before the Swansea game, which we have had a very kind start to the season. So we need to capitalise on that before we place the bigger boys and, hopefully challenge or at the very least get back into Europe. So, again, great win for United there over at Miami. I just want to give a quick shout out to reddevilfans.com, which is a new forum site for United fans where you can discuss anything surrounding United, from transfer targets to the latest training kit. In order to join the website, all you have to do is go over there, sign up with an email address and a username of your choice, and then you can start having debates and discussion with other United fans. So again, to check them out, go over to reddevilfans.com. That wraps up another video here on the Man United Daily YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment below on any of the stories mentioned, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And also, if you want to keep to be updated with the latest videos, please subscribe to the channel for more content. You can check me out as well on Twitter at Man United Daily, or visit the website at manuniteddaily.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.